Today we are playtesting a custom scenario called Line of Battle. Each side gets 3 generic battleships, which are going to be blazing away at each other, while our 800-point fleets are the escort forces. The dice randomly gave me the Russians, much to my dismay, so I have the Kazarsky, Palada, and Anastasia going for contributing firepower and repair. How about you, Core?
I have got the Sardinia, Ares, and Cassiopeia, and I'm hoping to capitalize on the battleship's weakness to torpedoes before my ships melt.
All right, you said you are...
I also have a turret fighter and a spotter and a interceptor. Or after my ships melt. Hopefully.
All right. You said you're 800, I am 790. We don't have the usual scenario or map considerations, so I think I will give you first player.
Okey-dokey.
And we are deploying on the long sides. I'm going to start with Kazarsky. I'll start with Kazarsky there. Your turn.
It doesn't matter what order we put down any type, right?
Correct. Although we've been doing all Leviathans and then all planes.
Oh, there's that strategy gone.
Something that hopefully gets clarified in the first FAQ. So for the viewers at home, we are limited to 800-point fleets with a maximum of 80 points of planes. We cannot have Type 4s, and we are limited to a maximum of 1 Type 3. I will drop the Palada there. Your turn.
There's the Sardinia.
Are you sure she's going to be able to stay on the board? With the 3 hex shift at the end of the turn? Just reminding you.
Valid point.
All right, good with that.
Yep.
Casiopia's up there, and that's your gun destroyer. I'll drop Anastasia there. All right, all the rest of yours. Close-up of the generic battleship card, which is the same for all 6 ships. We don't directly control those. They effectively just move forward 3 hexes each turn, if able, and continue shooting at each other. Near filthy plains.
Yeah, I brought an interceptor anticipating that you would bring fighters, anticipating my torpedoes. You did not, so I just got this useless plane over here.
I'll be honest, I didn't even think about bringing aircraft to intercept torpedoes.
Well, you outplayed me, sir.
Yes, definitely 4-dimensional chess going on. And not my German roots of bring ship, not gun, showing.
Right. All right, that's all of my birds.
All right, so we move to round 1 and torpedoes.
I have none that are going to be in range to do anything useful.
The Sardena's got 12 off of the bow, doesn't she?
Yeah. Oh, right.
No, I was measuring to the wrong battle line, so you are correct. They cannot reach anything. In which case, it is my battlecruiser up first. Oh, sorry. We move our battleships first. So all the battleships go forward 3. And now it's my battlecruiser. Which has the amazing speed of 5.
It's not significantly slower than mine. What the hell?
All right, my battlecruiser's done. Your battlecruiser. I'm thinking maybe I should have the battleship start like 1 hex back so that a little more of the board area is playable in front of them.
Possibly. I, for some reason, was assuming that we would not move the battleships first. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, Sardinia has moved.
Alright, and I'm the only one with a cruiser, so... Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 10. Let's see if that's where I want to go. Yep, we'll go with that. And then my Anastasia. Which probably unsurprisingly is going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with an offensive screen.
Yep.
Off of Russian Battleship 3.
All right. And then the rest of mine. Ares has got 11.
And your other one, and your planes.
Yep.
And if you'd put a clone of each ship back where it started, I forgot to grab a screenshot for the starting positions.
One moment. Would you promote me, please? That works.
You are promoted.
So.
None of these camera presets are great. I'm too lazy to make a new one.
I'm going to screen as well.
Screening is 3 MP. That's defensive screening. Assume you're offensively screening.
Nope. I've got nothing that can touch you at that range.
But I can still shoot you. If you want me not to be, if you want to hide behind the battleship, that's offensive screening.
very confusing.
Alright, so that concludes movement.
I've still got planes.
Oh yeah. Do your filthy planes. You can just leave the interceptor there if you want.
Bring him out. Hang on.
Alright, now I will grab a screenshot and we can remove the duplicates. And then shooting lines. You don't have any split fire off of the battleships, so I'm just going to draw one line for each. Battleship shooting priority is the enemy battleship directly across from it. After that, the nearest enemy battleship, and after that, any other enemy ship is chosen by the friendly player, and that's determined per gun. Which perhaps we might need to have a range consideration. Because I'm already seeing that, like, the safest place to be from the enemy battleships is in between. Because they're always going to choose to shoot the other thing.
That was my entire strategy, yes.
Nostalgia's got nothing. Out to 13 with my bow gun, which is just enough. Oh, you know what? I had torpedoes and utterly forgot about them, but they couldn't have reached anything either.
Yep. That's why I kept my interceptor.
Ah, yes. Good call. Alright, that's all my attack lines.
And all mine as well.
Alright then. Let's, You want to start or shall I?
Go ahead.
Oh, the battleships have some nice big saturation guns, so let's start with Kazarsky against Battleship 2. Lift issue near the edge of the table is really annoying. So I've got yellow for gun, blue for crew. Your side is red, blue.
Red, yellow.
I was looking at the wrong ship. Red, yellow. And it's a saturation gun. I'm in your broadside arc, so let's see where I'm hitting, which is the front half. One shot. 19 to the 3 and the 4.
That's more than enough.
Yeah, they were not made to be well armored. Although it's entirely possible I should bump up their armor values. We'll find out.
Possibly.
That is all the Kazarski has. So then we go to the Pallada, which has all of her guns. Also needs to see which half she's hitting, and she's also hitting the front half. And that is 10. Yep. It's in range of everything. Let's start with the standalone bow gun, which is also going to be blue-yellow. Yellow-red for your side. One shot into the front side. 24 to the 4.
Let's roll again.
3.
Heal check.
Alright, do I need to bother rolling, or is it just a decrement?
No, it's going down to 32.
Alright. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 130 millimeter guns, which drop to a blue, and I'm just going to fire all of them separate. So 15 to the 4, which I believe is a roll again.
That's correct.
1.
That's the armor slot.
Okay. Shot number 2. 20 to the 1.
Roll again.
6. Shot number 3. 18 to the 5.
Roll again on that last one.
5 turns into a 4. So another keel check. And the last shot is 10, so that's not getting through anywhere. All right, and then I'm just going to do Battleship 2 on Battleship 2. So,
Battleship on battleship violence.
yes, indeed. So that's going to be yellow-green. Yellow gun, green for the crew, and the same red-yellow for your side. And we've got 2 saturation guns. Alright, so gun number 1 is 14 to the double 1.
Okay, roll again.
14 doesn't go through anywhere, so...
But the armor there is breached already.
Yeah, but it's still all 15s underlying.
I feel like every time I play this, we play that rule different.
I mean, the armor bonus does not apply
Right.
if you re-roll, but you still have to beat the breach number.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm going to need 15s or better. So second breach, or saturation gun, that looks better. 18 to the 3 and the 5.
Those are both going to be your rerolls.
Oh, hold on. I did not roll for which side we were hitting for the battleship. And he is hitting the aft side.
Right.
So the 3 and the 5 on the aft side are gone.
Okay.
And then I have 4.7s, which drop the gun. Still green crew, but drop the gun to a blue. Gun number 1. 16 to the 1.
Yeah, that's enough.
Gun number 2. 19 to the 5.
Reroll.
Reroll still a 5.
You'll check.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that's enough for a check. Check is... I rolled a 12, so 12 plus 14 is not enough. Alright, gun 3 is 12, so that's not getting through anywhere on the sides. And gun 4 is 15 to the 4, so this one will matter.
That's enough.
Nope, because you need 16 because you got armor.
So that will still apply through the rest of the round then.
Yes. But I mean, he's done getting shot, so. Alright, moving up to Russian Battleship 1 onto Italian Battleship 1. And getting shot in the rear side.
Yep.
I'm going to switch it up. Let's see. Red, yellow for profile. We're going to pair up the guns. So I get green crew and blue for the guns. So starting with the side guns, we're going to pair them up one from each. So I only get to keep one of the greens. So bracket fire with the 4.7s. That is 22 to the 6 on the rear side of Battleship 1.
Chaff.
Oh no, your most important slot. And 24 to the 3.
Okay.
And now we'll go to the saturation guns. Still a green and a yellow. And we've got 2 of these. First one hits 27 to the 3 and the 6.
Right. Reroll both of those.
Double 6.
Okie dokie.
That's actually not ideal for me.
It's not.
Alright, and the other saturation gun is 21 to the 5 and the 6.
Alright, reroll the 6.
D6 rerolls to a 3.
It's another kill check.
Alright, that is done with Battleship 1. Now moving to Battleship 3. And my 3 is hitting the front side of your 3.
Okay.
We'll make a science experiment of it and do things backwards from what the front guys are doing. Starting with the saturation guns. That is 13, so that's not getting through anywhere. Second saturation gun is 18 to the 3 and the 6. Front side, Battleship 3. then we drop to a blue for the gun. Blue, green, plus profile, and we have 4 of these guns firing individually. First gun is 21 to the 3.
Reroll.
Rerolled to a 5.
Okay.
Second gun. 21 to the 2.
Okay.
Third gun. 20 to the 6. Wow. Dice are hot today.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
6 rerolled to the 1.
All right.
And gun 4 is 24 to the 1, which is now a reroll.
Yeah.
To the 6.
Kill check.
Yeah, most I can get is 30, so yep. And that is all Russian shooting done. So over to you.
Okie dokie. I guess we'll just go down the line, starting with Battleship 1.
Alright. Your battleship onto my battleship. You are hitting the front side.
Boy, that's annoying as hell.
What's that? Oh, the lift?
Yeah.
Yep. Which is why I'm rolling on the board.
Yeah, I was just trying to... okay, Battleship, right. Gonna start with the saturation gun.
Okie doke.
Profile, I assume, is the same as mine.
Yep. So it should be red, yellow, yellow, green for your saturation guns.
All right. I was going to say, let's hope my dice like me as much as yours do you, but I think we both know that's not going to happen. There is a 13.
That's not getting through.
There's a 24 to the 2 and 6.
All right, 24 to the 2 and the 6. This was the front half. That's a 4-7 and Chef. You've got your 4-7s.
Yep. And I'm going to fire at will with them.
Okie doke.
Be blue, green, red, yellow.
Yep.
There's a 16 to the 3.
That is another 4-7.
24 to the 6.
Reroll.
1.
Armor.
Okay. Yikes, there's an 8.
Nope.
And 13 to the 5.
Nope.
4. Yep. All right.
Yeah, one of the reasons I made uniform breach numbers on the sides was to speed all of the shooting that's going to happen here. All right. Battleship 2.
Okay. Same process. Swap that blue back out for the yellow. Good yellow, yellow, green.
All right, and you are hitting the rear side now.
All right. There's a 21 to the 2 and 4.
That is a 4-7 and a crew.
All right. There's a 22 to the 2 and 3.
The 3 is a 4-7. Reroll the 2.
6.
Chaff.
All right. Swap the yellow back out for a blue. And I'm going to continue to free fire. 22 to the 1. Sorry, 20 to the 1.
Armor.
Dice weren't quite done rolling, I guess. 12.
Nope.
17 to the 4.
That's a reroll.
3.
Keel check. So it goes down to 32. And your last one.
The 18 to the 3.
Reroll.
1.
Another keel check. Down to 31.
Okay.
All right. And over to Battleship 3. Who's firing first, the Sardana or the other battleship?
Battleship.
Okay, your battleship is hitting the front half.
Okay. That's not what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. Yellow, green, and I'm going to need 2 of these bad boys. Okay. 20 to the 1 and 4.
Armor and crew.
14 to the... Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, I don't have another one of those.
And now 4 4/7s.
16 to the 2.
4/7.
15 to the 2.
That is a reroll.
1.
So a keel check. Down by 1. Next.
15 to the 5.
That will bounce because it's intact and armor is still there.
And nothing. That 3 or 4.
That was 4. If the last one's nothing, so then you got the Sardana, which is hitting the rear side.
Yep. And I am right at my max range.
Oh.
That's going to be...
Hold on, nope, you're in the rear. Rear arc is that. Yeah, rear profile is red, blue.
Then that'll be red, blue, yellow, blue. Yep. All right. There's 14 to the 1 and 6.
14 to the 1 is an engine, and the 6 is an engine.
All right. And 11 to the 4 and 5.
11 is not enough to pen.
Okay. And that is all my shots. Yes.
All right. So then we go to repairs, which is just going to be the Anastasia working on BB number 3. We are going to start with 2 repair crew on one of the engines. What else did I lose? I lost crew, a gun, and armor. All right, let's try to repair one of the engines. That is 26, so the engine is up. It's identical, so I'll take that one off. We will... let's try to repair that 4/7 with the other pair of repair crew. And that is a failure by 1. Alright. All of the damaged becomes destroyed. Remember if I took a screenshot of shooting, but now I have one. And we can clear our lines. Clear screening tokens. And round 2. So starting with torpedoes.
We move the map first.
Right, we move the map first. So I am just going to grab all.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And I actually need to do torpedoes. Oh, let's make sure to put Tesla coil markers out.
Yeah. Yep.
Somehow you missed all of my Tesla coil tanks.
Well, you did not miss mine, sir.
And I have 2 torpedoes, potentially, probably only 1.
We got 2 Tesla coils left in the whole damn fleet. Inconvenient.
You didn't lose any engines.
Use the same arcs as guns, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
This is gonna actually be my first time using torpedoes ever. Yes, he has no torpedoes. Oh, I do have a folder.
Oh, I have 15 hexes. I don't have the inferior Italian torpedo range.
Oh, shit. That is all of my torps.
That is my torps as well.
All right.
Do you deliberately place a bunch over here?
Yeah, I've got them. That's the only place I can really put them that could potentially maybe look at thinking about intercepting anything that you could possibly think about doing stupidly.
I don't even think I'm capable of getting...
Probably not, no. But if you were,
okay, I could probably turn onto the line of like maybe this one if I really wanted to. But you appear to have been DC'd.
well,
You said you were done with torps?
there's the timeout. I am done with torpedoes, yes. I will be right back. Maybe.
Okay, I grabbed a screenshot. Start. I'm just gonna move the battleships while I wait for you to get back in. Alright, battleships are moved. And it is now your battlecruiser.
Want me to leave the clones again?
No, I remembered to grab a screenshot this time, so we should be good. Alright, and my battlecruiser.
You wind up with any lasting engine damage?
1. But the battleships have 4 movement points, and they only move forward 3. So he had just enough to keep up with the line of battle. Until you shoot out like 2 more of his engines this turn. Then he's going to start to fall behind.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, Kazarski, what am I doing with you? Kazarski is just going to go forward 2, I guess. And since I don't have anything better to do with him, and he's got movement points remaining, we'll offensively screen off of the battleship. Alright, so then it's going to be the Pallada. And I think the Pallada is going to just slide in there. Alright, your destroyers.
Ready?
Yep. Gonna drop a clone before you start moving.
Damn. The thing you specifically told me I didn't have to do.
Oh, I meant in terms of keeping it for a screenshot. Alright. All good.
And the Ares. Nothing.
It's interesting that the shorter range on the Italian torpedoes comes into play here with this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I wonder what he's going to do.
Change his mind is what he's going to do.
did occur to me that this scenario is one in which I might actually take the Essen or the Bremen, the one German torpedo boat.
Offensive is 2 or 3.
All screening is 3, unless you have screening crew. I assume you mean offensive screening off of the battleship.
Oh. No, man. That noise the hell out of me. That is offensive screening. That is offensive screening. My goal is to not get shot by Khazars.
Yep, that is fine. Alright, and my destroyer, Anastasia, is just going to sidle up there. Offensive screen behind the battleship, as usual, to be nice and protected. Alright, your planes?
Yep. Yep. Let's see. And I had a...
Alright, make your anti-aircraft or your anti-torpedo roll.
Which is 2. Back.
2 red plus your AA value, I believe. Let me double check. Alright, because it's under planes,
Makes sense.
not movement. 2D red plus AA, and you need 15 or higher.
Pretty red plus AA, which for the interceptor is black. And I need a 15 or higher. Watch me get a 5. 17.
Alright. Let me...
Ah, there's my spotter. I couldn't find my spotter. He was underneath the battleship.
And he does need to move, or he will die there.
Yep, and that is not a thing that I spent his whole 30 points for. That'll work. And he's going to put that spotter token on that big boy in the rear there.
Rear battleship? Alright. And is that all your planes?
Is.
Okay, let me grab a screenshot for movement being done, and then we resolve torpedoes, which looks like lots of nothing.
That appears to be the case, yeah.
Alright, and battleship, or just shooty lines. How many times can I use the draw instead of the line this game?
I keep resetting.
Yeah, reset because you got disconnected.
Disconnected. Right. I was paying attention. I was just making sure that you were paying attention.
Anastasia can actually shoot somebody this time.
I smooth forgot she even had a gun there.
Oh, and as much as I want to get rid of Cassiopeia, I think the Pallada needs to continue whaling on. Your battleship. Although I could spare Kazarski's guns. Since you kindly came into range of her shorter range turret anyway. But you're going to be filthy with miss slots, aren't you?
Yeah, which means the first hit that goes through is going to sink me. I hate that rule so much.
Yeah, well, you drew off Kazarski's fire at least. And she's got nothing within range, because you defensively screened like a coward. Italian cowardice at its finest. Alright, all my lines are ready.
Okay.
You good?
I'm good.
Alright, screenshot. Would you like me to begin?
Fire away.
Alright, let's start with shooting at the Cassiopeia. I am in your nose. We're going to start with the Anastasia. She's going to have a blue for her gun, a blue for her crew, and what's your nose?
I don't know. I'm still working on getting my camera over there.
Green.
Green.
So blue, blue, green. And the nose of the Cassiopeia, and that's a 1, so that just misses. And we'll come over to Kazarski, who is going to also have blue, blue, green with his non-saturation gun, which is also a 1.
Woo.
So then we'll switch to the saturation gun, and we drop the blue or a yellow. So blue, yellow, green for your nose. Saturation guns. Rerolling the 1 because saturation gun. Rerolling the 6 because saturation gun.
Damn, these miss slots putting in work today.
Yep, so 13 to the 2 and the 3.
Yeah, those are both gone. Miss slots are putting in work, but the armor is absent.
Look, they couldn't have miss slots and armor on the same ship. They're mutually opposed. Alright, how's your Battleship 2 looking? Not great.
Beat up. Pretty beat up.
We'll start with the Pallada on Battleship 2. Pallada is hitting the front half. And we're going to start with the big gun, so I get... Oh, actually, am I in? I am not in short range. Alas. So, red, yellow for your profile. And then I get blue, yellow. Wait, is that right? Yes.
It should be.
All right, 17 to the 4.
Reroll.
To the 3.
Keel check. Plus 11.
Plus 14. Right? 2, 4.
Whole side and not just the front location?
I'm sorry, you are correct. I am hitting the front side 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, you are correct. Plus 11.
Okay.
Oh, that was almost a 10. Well, I rolled a 5, so 16 is not going to do it.
Nope. But it will drop me down to a 29.
And then I have 5 smaller shots, which are going to be blue, blue. Fire at will, Commander. Gun 1 is a 21 to the 4.
Reroll.
4 rerolls 2, 4. So keel check.
Keel check. Same 11.
Well, I rolled a 7 plus 11 is 18, so no good.
All right.
Gun number 2 is a 12, which is not getting through anywhere.
Nope.
Gun number 3 is a 17 to the 5.
Reroll.
5 rerolls 2, 5. So another keel check.
Yep.
Well, I rolled a 6 plus 11, 17.
Yep.
And gun number 4. 20 to the 6.
Yeah.
All right, that is the Palada done, so we'll move to Russian battleship number 2. You plastered his one side pretty well, but the other ones and the nose guns, importantly, are all fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, red, yellow. We are going to start with secondary battery. So 2 4-7s. It's going to be a green and a blue. Gun number 1. 18 to the 1.
This is still 4 or aft?
Oh, we had to re-roll that. It is 4.
Then it's a reroll.
Still a 1, so keel check.
Yep.
Now at plus 13.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. 13.
Well, I rolled 13, so 13 is 26.
Close. That next 26 will do it.
All right. Secondary gun number 2 is 17 to the 2, which I believe is a reroll.
2 is not a reroll.
All right, but that will destroy the location, triggering a keel check.
Yep. 15.
Now at plus 15. 12 plus 15, 27.
Enough. Yep. Dead boat.
All right. I didn't even get to the big fun saturation guns. Nope, it stays there. Oops, still gets to shoot.
Oh, you're right.
Alright, then let's go up to Battleship 1. What did Battleship 1 lose? He lost his side guns. And what is your side looking like? Well, let's see where I'm hitting you first. In the front half. Is that good or bad? That's bad. We're just gonna double up the secondary gun for starters. So red, yellow, blue, blue, green. We don't get to do shenanigans this time. 32 to the 1.
That is, I believe, enough.
And then it goes out the other side of the battleship and takes a slot from there, too.
I just had a bunch of... There we go, found them. Okay, sorry, which battleship is that?
Battleship 1 on the front side.
He's just...
And then red, yellow for profile, green for crew, and the nose guns are going to give me a yellow. So 2 saturation shots. That is a 21 to the 4 and the 5.
Yeah. All right.
And a 12, so that's not going through anywhere. That's Battleship 1 done. Now down to Battleship 3 for 3-on-3 violence. And Battleship 3 is hitting your front side. Excellent. We quite like that.
All the kill checks.
Pretty much. We are going to start with bracketing 2 of the 4 7s, since one of them doesn't get his crew, since you unkindly shot him away. So that's going to be 1 green for the crew and 2 blue for the guns. So, bracketing. Right, oh, I did that wrong. Location, that's 1 too many yellow dice. 13 to the 5, so that's not going to be enough.
Oops.
So then we drop a blue, and the last bracketing gun, last 4 7s firing by itself. 18 to the 4.
That's a kill check. And the last slot I have there.
14 plus 12, so 26.
Okay. Not a nerf.
Alright, and then saturation guns go up to yellow. So 2 saturation guns. 15 to the 2 and the 6.
How much?
Oh, so that'll just be 2 kill checks, because everything is down.
All I heard was "een."
15.
Gotcha. That's frustratingly exactly enough, yes.
Alright, kill check number 1 is 15 plus 12, 27. Kill check 2. Plus 12. So also not enough. And the second saturation gun. Oh, that rolled to a 1. 14 is going to be insufficient. And that, I believe, is all my shots. Nope. The Pilata's got anti-aircraft against your turret fighter.
Okay.
Which is a blue. So, suffer 3 damage.
Very small amount of family drama occurring in the background. 3 damage to the turret fighter.
I already can put it on.
Ah.
And that's all for me then. Over to you.
All righty. I will start up the front and just work my way back, I reckon.
No, I'm wrecking. All right, your rep. Where would you like to start?
I'll start with 1-on-1.
Okay. And you are hitting
targeting your 4.
the rear half.
Already rolled it, sorry.
Oh, if you rolled it, we'll take that.
Okay.
Did you roll it?
I did. I rolled a 3.
All right, so 3 it is. Hitting the front half, which is not what I wanted. Go for it. And remember, you're at -1.
Yep. Significant camera control issues right at the moment. Sorry. Right. Yellow, green, and then red, yellow. And saturation. Okay, here we go. That's not enough. And that's 19 to the 1 and 2.
Both of those are rerolls.
Neat. 4 and 6.
4 is crew. 6 will be a keel check at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
All right.
Which,
that is 7.
yeah, I guess we could have just decremented since he hadn't taken anything yet. All right, and...
For the love of Christ, I forgot about my Admiral card. Once per turn, I can reroll all dice from the breach roll.
Well, it's still early.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but it could have made a pretty significant difference to any number of saturation shots. Anyway,
and you've got, looks like all 3 of your, well, 3, 4, 7 is still available on that thing.
Yep, and still at -1, so...
And both crew in play.
Both crew, nice. Still, nice crew. Okay. Blue. I don't know where that red went.
Any bracketing?
I am not bracketing.
Okay.
Red, yellow, yellow, green. Where did that's blue. That's blue.
Yep, blue for the guns.
Right the first time. All right. And I've got 3 of these coming your way.
Yep, yep.
There's a, oh, come on. You were a 15. That's nothing. I'll say that. There's a 21 to the 6, 22 to the 6, 21 to the 6.
That's a reroll.
Okay. 4.
4 will be a kill check.
Okay.
Which you
made?
Nope, because you're at 2, 6, plus 10, so down to 31, and your last shot.
That is 15 on the nose. I'm sorry, that's 14. So no, nothing. Tesla coil.
All right.
Okay. So then I've got Cassiopeia.
Yep.
Also into Battleship 1.
Far too many guns into Battleship 1.
Or is it not remotely enough?
So Cassiopeia, all of your guns are in the front half, so you don't need to worry about that. You will be hitting the rear side.
Be red, yellow, blue, blue. And I'm going to free fire all of these as well.
Okay. How many do you have?
I have 4 that I can put on you, and I forgot that's not what I was going to do. I'll be putting the forward turret and the port broadside into the Pallada, and the rest into the battleship.
So 3 into the battleship?
We'll go ahead and start.
Both? Your all turrets. So
Sorry.
So is it both bow turrets into the Pallada, or just one?
Yes. Both bow turrets into the Pallada.
Okay, so 2 shots into the battleship.
Correct. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Okay.
So blue, blue, red, yellow.
There's a 22 on the 2.
That is a 4-7.
Okay. And there's a 17 on the 6.
No, my chaff.
And Pallada's defense on the nose is what?
Pallada's nose is red.
Just a red. All right. So I've got 4 of these going.
Okay.
17 to the 2.
17 to the 2 is a 130.
10 to the 6.
10 does not get through anywhere.
Yeah. Yuck. 7 probably doesn't either then.
Nope.
And neither does 8. Jesus Christ. That's all for you.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So Battleship 2, go ahead and roll for where you're hitting.
Okay. That's going to be on the 4.
All right. Good. The undamaged side.
That's red, yellow, yellow.
And this guy is at -2 on all his.
Yep. And I'll probably continue to forget that. Not because I'm cheating, just because I'm dumb.
I know I've done it sometimes too, so. All right.
There's 12.
Nope. Is that the first saturation gun?
Correct.
Okay.
There's a 15 to the 4 and 5.
Armor's intact, so 15 doesn't get through anywhere.
All right, let's. No, gonna keep saving it.
And then you've got 2 4-7s left with 1 crew in the rear.
Yeah.
1 in each location.
Be great to be able to move my crew across the ship. Okay. That's gonna be red, yellow, blue, yellow. Green goes away.
Fire at will or bracket?
Fire at will.
Okay.
So there's a 16 to the 3. Sorry, that's a 14 to the 3.
So bounce.
Yeah. And I get my crew back from the second shot. That's a 4. Does a 4 get through anywhere?
Let me check. No, no, and no.
4 dice. All right. That's everything I've got on the unremarkable. Let's go over to the unremarkable.
All right. Battleship 3. Are you starting with your battleship or the Sardina? Or your destroyer.
I will start with my battleship.
All right, where are you hitting?
Good question. I'm hitting 4.
All right, so not great for me. These are at -1.
Okay. I am going to use my spotter on this first saturation gun.
Okay.
That's a 22 to the 2 and 6.
6 is chaff, 2 is a reroll.
Okay. 6.
2, 4, so that's going to be +8, +9. Can't make it, down to 31. All right, next.
Okay. Other saturation gun is a 18 to the 4 and 6.
Both of those are rerolls.
Okay. 5 and 2.
5 is a trim tank, 2 is a heal check. Now at 10, which you still can't make, so that drops it to 30.
Okay.
Then you've got 2 4-7s left.
2 side left. And still have a crew. Cool. All right. Yellow, yellow, green.
At -1.
Saturation. And I'll maybe even remember that still. 23 to the 2.
It's 1 of each color. Because your guns are blue.
16 to the 1. Sorry, 15 to the 1.
That is a reroll.
5.
So that will be a keel check at +10.
Okay. Oh.
All right, down to 29. And your last 4-7.
There's an 8.
Insufficient.
Well,
All right, next.
Sardana next.
All right, still in the aft, which is blue-red.
Okay. Red and then yellow, blue. Reasonably confident that's long range.
Yep, 11.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and use that spotter on this first shot. Good thing I did. There's a 17 to the 1 and 6.
1 is an engine, 6 is a reroll.
Okay. 1.
So keel check, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, +9. So once again, if you roll maximum, you would get it.
I do not. I, in fact, roll a 3.
All right, down to 28. And next saturation gun.
There's a 9 to the 2 and 6, and that's where I'm going to use my reroll.
Hacks.
And I just do the breach dice, not the location dice, correct?
Let's say you may reroll all dice from one breach roll. So
all dice from
I'm assuming it includes the slot dice.
So all sounds right. That is a not significantly better 12 to the 1 and 6.
I mean, it's... Oh, it is 1 short of what you need.
Yep. All right.
All right, and the Ares,
Ares
which is hitting the rear in the rear inside, so undamaged.
Not a lot of actual gun there.
It is in fact one gun.
Yep. So, red, yellow.
Blue, green.
A slot die, and then blue, green, and then a green for my spotter.
Filthy spotter. Thought about bringing you one, and then I didn't.
That is an 18 to the 5, sir.
That is a testicoil. And then presumably your turret fighter wants to shoot the Pilata.
I very definitely do, yes.
But
I've used one of these before, and I have no idea how they
work. You're in my side arc, so you just roll 3D. Was it a green?
Hello.
Sorry, a green turret fighter.
Oh, yes, sorry.
So, yep, 3 yellow dice. And you need 13, 14, 15 or better.
Seems unlikely. Nope, that's an 11. All right.
Little pinging noises on the hull. All right.
I still say I should get the location dice.
Erase all drawn lines. Remove your dead battleship. Repairs. Alright, Battleship 1 is going to affect his own repairs. What have we got? We've lost chaff, gun, armor. Come on.
Try to fix a Tesla coil with crew in location.
Alright, I'm going to try to fix a gun in location.
Holy shit. I fixed a Tesla coil.
Ooh, we fixed a gun.
I'm going to try to fix a gun with crew out of location.
And then out of location for the other gun. Which also succeeds.
Nope.
I guess I am technically a Russian. You know what? Let's try to repair the chaff too. We got the crew for it, out of location. That is significantly short. We don't care about chaff apparently, just guns. All right.
Try to fix fucking everything here. Start with one of the guns in location. Probably, wow, yes, actually, neat.
All right, Battleship 2 has 2 guns, both of which are out of location.
And I'll try a gun out of location.
So I fail.
Nope.
And a fail.
Gun out of location. Nope. And chaff, because why not? Nope. All of my repair rolls are done.
Okay.
I repaired 2 more things than I expected to.
I am going to... We are going to put... All right, we are going to start with a in-location repair attempt on the engine for Battleship 3. And we failed by 1. And I kind of want to keep up with the fleet, so We're going to do one of the double yellow repair crew from Anastasia onto the engine that was knocked out this turn. And we just got that. And then we will attempt to repair let's do the other repair ship repair with 2 yellows will be the 4-side Tesla coil trim tank. And we got that. Which leaves 1 out of location regular repair on the 4-7 on the front side gun. Which is not enough. So down a trim tank finally, which is still my only trim tank. And Pilata loses a gun, and that's all I have. How are you looking? Update your Tesla coil, if necessary. And any damaged stuff moves over to destroyed.
Fix the Tesla coil, so that doesn't actually change there. That ship is destroyed. I don't know why I'm bothering. Only one down there, and that's it. Yeah. I've come out.
And Cassiopeia's nose guns.
Oh, yeah. It's really unfortunate because I kind of need those. A full third of my firepower.
All right, and then we go to round 3. It's back over to you. We need to, all right, let's take off offensive screens.
Move the whole board.
Yep, and move the whole board. Back 3.
And then battleships.
Oh, torpedoes.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I have not done what I wanted with the Sardina at all. Okay. I realized how incredibly short the range on the light torpedoes is. I probably would not have picked this ship.
Well, they're going to do terrible, terrible things to me this turn.
That's the hope. And then I've got so many more.
Can't have them face that way from the Sardinia. They can be that way or that way in the side arc. And this one is, unfortunately, also has to be rotated.
It's yours.
Oh, that's right. Ah, never mind.
You can rotate it. I'm okay with that.
I mean, either of the ways that I can rotate it, it would still hit you. Although, actually, now that you mention it, you will put it there. All right, are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, taking a screenshot. And movement. So battleships go forward 3. And you have initiative, so it is my battle cruiser. And Kazarski has been one off from where I want it to be, like, every turn.
I would sympathize more were I not typically a German player, whereas all of my ships are at least one off from where I really want them to be.
Definitely did not plan out Kazarski properly.
Welcome to me every turn. People talk about planning 3 moves ahead. I don't even plan 1 moves ahead.
We'll go there. So your battle cruiser. So now the question is, does the Anastasia try to dive in front of all the torpedoes? Actually, I don't even know that I can pull that off, given her relative position. Nor can I defensively screen. That is most unfortunate. So we're going to do cheeky bullshit instead. No, we can't do that either. Versus. I kind of wanted to park here and double screen off both of them. But then I can't actually repair the battleship if I do that. So instead, I think I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And defensively screen off Kazarski. Sorry, offensively screen. Now you got me doing it.
My plan all along.
Oh, the Pilata had to go first. Oh well, they're not interfering with each other. What is the Pilata going to do? How does your front one look versus your number 3? And Sardina can reach out to 13. We'll pop the Pilata up to there. Which is all of my ships, so your destroyers and planes.
Breathe. You know what? I think Ares is going to live up to his name, and I am going to try to ram.
All right. 2D red. Got it.
That's an 11. Nice. Now we figure out how ramming works again.
Yeah, pretty much every turn. Alright, you are a type 1, so you start with a D blue and a D6.
Alright.
You moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you add a D red and a D6. And then the Kazarski side is red blue.
Alright.
Oof.
That's going to be a 21 to the double 3.
Alright, this is the right side of Kazarski. 3 is crew. And re-roll the second 3.
3.
Keel check, which you cannot make, so it comes down to 26. And then you get hit back. Your nose, I'm assuming, is a green.
I believe that is accurate. Aries green. Yep.
You are being hit by a type 3, so that's 2d6 plus 2 red. That is a garbage roll. 6 to the 3 and the 4. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's not quite enough.
Closer than I thought it'd be, but still. Fucking fail, red dice. Alright, and then be displaced there, and displaced there. So now Kazarski rams Anastasia. Kazarski's a type 3, so that's 2d6 plus a red into the rear of Anastasia, which is a green. And I get a plus yellow for moving 1. So that should be red with 2d6 plus a yellow. Red, yellow, 2d6 plus green. So this is going into the rear of Anastasia. That is an 11 to the 4 and the 6 on Anastasia. The 6 is, of course, a miss slot, and the 4 is an engine. No, Tesla coil. So Anastasia immediately gets a -1. And then Anastasia rams back. It is a blue and a d6. Plus a yellow for minimum movement. Nope. That's the wrong chart. 2 blue for being a type 1. 1d6, and then the side of Kazarski, which is red-blue. And to the side of Kazarski, that is a 12 to the 5, which is not enough. Nope. So Kazarski's fine.
Alright.
At least on that side. But she did lose a crew on that side, which is not great for me as a Russian.
Already.
Alright, that is ramming done, and Cassiopeia.
Remind me what we decided about battleships and ramming. If I stop one of my ships in front of it, is it going to just run over me, or does it just do we avoid?
We actually, the rules did not address something being in front of the battleship. The battleship can't ram you because it moves before everything else, so it's just going to overlap.
Right.
And then you have to get clear.
Already.
You can ram battleships if you want, but you will not displace them in this scenario.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a thing I'm going to do with my cute little destroyer here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll work.
Okay, and aircraft.
So my interceptor first is going to go right there. And roll for torpedo shooting. $23.
Okie doke.
Spotter. Just gonna fly right about there. And spot the B3.
Okay. And turret fighter.
Fighter. Fighter. Fighter. Fighter. Am I just looking to beat your armor in a location, or do I need to make a 15?
You also need to beat the armor.
Okay.
It just automatically targets. You don't roll a slot die. It just automatically goes against one of the crew in that location of your choice. All good?
Yep, good.
Okay, so that is movement done. Grabbing a screenshot. And then let's resolve torpedoes. That one's done. Bad things are happening to the stern of BB3.
Oh.
And it looks like these ones are all yours and get to come off. So what do you got? 3 blacks and a red?
Yep. Oh, here's... I am gonna start with the black ones. Just because I've seen me roll dice before.
Okay.
There is a 13 to the 3.
That is crew.
Okay. 7 to the 4.
Nope.
A 16 to the 1.
Engine. And now the reds.
A 21 to the 3.
It's a reroll.
Three again.
Keel check at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's an 18.
Total? Or did you roll 18?
18 total. I have a 7 on the dice.
Okay, so down to 27 then.
Yeah. See, that wasn't so bad. You could totally do that every turn.
That did not... Alright, test the coil still intact there. Alright. So then we have shooting lines. BB2's nose guns are equidistant, so he gets to choose. Actually, all his guns are equidistant.
I was really hoping to blow out your engines in that first ship much quicker than this.
Yeah, he's gotten lots of little luck there. In the form of your gun and then the repair ship as well.
Yeah. My strategy, I was going to just blow the engines out of that one and then keep going and let it fall off the back of the map.
I thought about trying for something similar, and then I saw that you were doing that, and I was like, well, only thing I can do about it now is the repair ship, because Kazarski just was never where I needed her to be to try to stop that. And I think that's everything for me. Except Kazarski has one more little turret that can go into there. Alright, I believe my lines are done.
Already?
Are you good on yours?
Yep. I believe I am, yes.
Okay, grabbing a screenshot. Alright, let's go with... Let's just start with... I'm going to start with the Anastasia onto the Ares. Alright, short range, I get a yellow, blue for crew, and I believe your front profile is green.
That is correct.
At -1. That is 9 to the 4 on the Ares nose.
That's enough. Guess what that is?
Tesla coil.
Always the damn Tesla coils.
Alright, and then we are going to do the Kazarski. Starting with her shots on the Ares with the 120 in the nose. So blue, yellow, green, same thing. Except the -1. But it doesn't matter because she rolled a 6.
That's almost enough.
No, on the slot die she rolled a 6.
Ah, gotcha.
Well, then we're just going to have to give you a saturation shot. So red, blue, green. To your nose. That's a very high number, 15 to the 2 and the 5.
That's both crew slots.
You didn't need those.
That's real unfortunate. If I ever thought about fixing that Tesla coil there.
I really should have shot the Cassiopeia again. Oh well. And then I have my side guns against your side. I believe your side is double green.
Yep.
And I have crewless, so I would get merely a yellow.
Side is blue.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. Your nose is the one that does that weird step.
Yep.
So your side is blue. I don't have crew for that, so I would just get a yellow. So the question is, do I just roll those as is, or do I bracket? You know what? I've been rolling real bad on your bracket slots. 8, 9, 10. We're going to bracket them.
Ready?
That is a 9 to the 1, which is a miss, so we re-roll to the 4. 9 to the 4.
Okay.
Other side. Port side.
That's where I was putting it when you said other side.
Oh, you'd initially put it here, but doesn't matter. All right, that is the Kazarski done, because I don't have any stern pew-pews. Well, let's just go up to the Palada, I guess. The Palada needs to roll, but only for her stern guns, which are hitting the front. So everything's going to be hitting the front side of BB1.
Ready?
And I lost one of my small guns on the nose. We are going to probably fire at will everything, starting with the big gun. Range 7, which is short range now. So I get a red. Your side is red-yellow. And I get blue for my crew. Alright, front side on BB1 is a measly 9. That's not doing jack shit.
Sure.
And then now I am down to 3 guns of my secondary battery. Red, yellow for your side, blue for my crew. and blue for the gun. Shot 1 is 19 to the 1. Front side BB1.
Reroll.
1 rerolls 2, 3.
All right, that's a 4-7.
Second shot is 14 to the 5, so that's not getting through anywhere. And shot number 3 is 16 to the 4.
That's a reroll.
16 to the 2.
That's the other 4-7.
Well, we'll take what we can get, I guess. That is the Pallotta done. Now we'll start with BB1 on to Italian BB1. And going to hit the front side. Excellent.
Yep, that's bad.
And I have 3 4-7s, but only crew on the 1. Alright, starting with the secondary guns, we are going to bracket fire the 2 that don't have crew, and free fire the remaining 1 by himself. So red, yellow for your location. Secondary guns are going to be blue, blue for the bracket ones that don't have crew. That is 17 to the 4.
Yep, that's got to be a reroll.
Rerolls 2, 3.
Heel check.
So keel check 10, 11, 12. Looks like.
Yep. You're needing the 30.
13 plus 12, so 25.
Right.
That was the bracketed guns, so now I lose blue over to a green, so the lone 4-7 is a 16 to the 5, which is a reroll. To the 4, so another keel check. I rolled a 12, so was that 12 plus 12? 24.
All right.
Alright, on to the saturation guns, which are long range, so that is a yellow and a green for the crew. So gun number 1. 15 to the double 3. So those are both rerolls.
Yeah.
Which both go to the 1. So 2 more keel checks.
Yeah.
That's 11 plus 11 plus 12, so 23. So nope.
Nope.
And 13 plus 12, 25. So
close.
Getting there. And saturation gun number 2 is a 13, so that's not getting through anywhere. Thus concludes BB1. BB2 has same target. Alright, so her first 2 hexes are in your broadside. So I still need to roll, which is going to be the rear half. So everything is hitting the rear half from BB2. And BB2, I guess she doesn't have a rear side to do anything to you. So I've got 2 4-7s and then the main guns. So So red, yellow for profile. The 4/7s give me a blue and a green. We're going to individual fire them. So I have 2 of these. First one is 12. That's not getting through anywhere. And I rolled too many slot dice, but it doesn't matter because it missed. The other 4/7 is an 18 to the 4. That's a reroll. To the 2, so a keel check. 11 plus 12, 23.
Say this was hitting 4 or aft?
Oh, I'm sorry, it is hitting aft.
The 14 will knock out a crew slot. Or 4, rather, will knock out a crew slot.
Yep, so 18 to the, the 4. Yeah, I forgot where I was shooting. All right, and then saturation guns. Red, yellow, up to another yellow. So 2 of these. That is a 14. Gun number 2. 18 to the 2 and the 4.
Reroll the 4. That's a keel check. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 13.
Plus 13. Come on, dice. That doesn't look good. 12 plus 13, 25.
Yep.
Missed it by friggin' 1.
Yep.
All right, and then last is Battleship 3. On to 3. What do I have left? I have 3 4/7s, but only 1 crew. And then the nose guns. So let's see where I'm hitting first. The rear half. Unfortunate. We're going to start with 2 of the 4/7s, 1 fore, 1 aft, to make up for the missing crew. So 2 blue, this is 2 of the 3 4/7s at -1. It was not great. 12 is not getting through anywhere. And then the last 4/7. Wow, that's a lot of 1s. 13 total is not getting through. And then to the saturation guns. 16 to the 1 and the 5.
All right. Here, I thought I was going to get off clean.
And gun number 2 is a 13 total, so that does nothing. Well, he got off a lot easier than I would have liked. That is all of my shooting except for Palada's anti-aircraft, which is a blue onto your turret fighter. Take 6 damage. Haha.
Oof. That's unfortunate.
All right, and over to you, sir.
Alrighty. Okay. All right. Yep. All right. I will start with the Cassiopeia. I've got a couple of guns still on each side.
Sure do.
So it's going to be blue, blue, and I'll start with the Paletta.
A lot of stern is red.
All right. All right. There's a, oh, come on. There's an 8 to the 3.
8 doesn't get through anywhere.
Was a 16. There's a 15 to the 5.
15 to the 5 will knock out an engine.
Right.
Actually, my best engine.
Good, good. And
Right.
then the same guns coming at the BB1. What's your nose look like?
Red, blue.
It's red, blue, blue, blue. There's a 14 to the 1.
14 to the 1 will take out a crew.
And a 16 to the 2.
That is one of the 10-inch guns.
Nice.
Don't love that.
And then the Battleship 1.
Alright, looks like you got 3 4.7s, a single crew, and your main guns. So roll for which location you're hitting.
Aft.
Aft, you said?
Aft. Correct. Right in the butt.
Yeah, the rear side. Alright.
All right. Starting with the saturation guns. That is, what's my Tesla damage? Just one. That is going to be 18 to the 5 and 6.
With the -1, not that it matters.
Yes.
Aft to the 5 and the 6, you said?
Correct.
5 is a trim tank, 6 is a reroll.
Okay.
2 is a keel check.
8.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 11.
I have an 11. So 22.
Alright, down to 30. Alright, next saturation gun.
13 to the 3 and 3.
13 doesn't get through anywhere.
Yep.
Right, and your 4.7s.
With no crew. And our... Yuck. There's a 9.
Nope.
And there's a 18 to the 6.
It's a reroll.
Okay. 6 again.
Keel check again.
13.
It's going to be 13 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 24. So, right, down to 29, and your last gun.
But still, for the moment, have a crew. Uh, 17 to the 6.
Reroll.
1.
Another keel check.
12.
So 23 down to 28. That concludes your BB1.
Yep.
Would you like to shoot next?
I would like to shoot BB2 next, but it's currently hitting the surface of the ocean. So,
It's foundering. Given how like World War II batteries reacted to acid, I can't imagine seawater hitting electroid trim tanks is going to do good things.
I would guess that would be a bad thing for sure. Ooh. Is picric acid a thing yet? Is that a thing that we have?
I don't know.
That would be extra horrifying in a boat in the sky.
Is that something they used historically at some point?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's it makes huge burn in 80s. World War One? I'm pretty sure. This is not my area of expertise.
I'm not huge up on Leviathans lore, but didn't they?
Yeah.
Don't they construct a bunch of these like in the water? So they probably don't have anything especially bad from or anything worse than what World War I naval ships had, apart from the Electroid. And I don't know if there's been enough in the lore of that does bad things when exposed to, seawater or catastrophic damage or whatnot. But, alright, what do you got? What next?
The English adopted it in 1888. Widely used in everything in World War I. More powerful than TNT. Anyway, right, shooting.
But did they use it on their ships?
Yep.
I'm assuming it was contained within the shells, though, so probably not a huge issue with saltwater exposure.
Typically, no. If everything operated like it was supposed to, no.
Well, I think if something rips open one of your shells and then it gets exposed to seawater, you've probably had a magazine explosion in the first place.
Right.
Or, you just left open all of your flash doors so that you could store powder in the hallways for more rapid fire.
Okay. I will start with decisions. I will start with the battleship. I am going to be firing on your aft.
Okay. Got your main guns and 3 4.7s with 1 crew.
All right, and I'll go ahead and use my spotter token on this first shot. It's a 20, how am I down? 26 to your 1 and 4.
26 to the 1 and the 4 is armor and crew.
All right. And there's a 14. I'm going to use that reroll for this one. Hey, there's a 16 to the 3 and 5.
3 is a 4.7 and 5 is a reroll.
All right. 6.
Chaff.
Yeah. Oh well. All right. And now my 4/7s. So I've got one with no crew. Or a nothing. And I've got two will have crew. There's a 25 to the 2.
That's another 4/7 and a keel check for destroying everything in the location.
Nice.
So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Roll a 16.
19 and 16, I believe, is enough.
Yep. That's slightly wasteful, but I'll take it.
All right. Do you have anybody's shots against anything else? Does not look like it.
I could, in theory, move shots, but that's a you question.
We haven't been
declared.
Yeah, we haven't been doing that.
Yep.
All right. So
repairs.
Yep. Erase all the lines. And Russian BB3 is gone. Which also means I get no repair crew on the Anastasia. Which also means that Anastasia's just going to spend all her repair crew on herself.
I've got an in location on a gun for Battleship 1, which is frustratingly one short.
So a mere 33 to repair for Anastasia to repair her engine.
Wow. And then I've got a out of location Tesla coil, which shockingly does not get repaired.
EB1's got an in-location gun. Fail. Out of location chaff. Fail. And out of location chaff. Also fail.
And I've got one more gun there from, which is going to be a negatory. Okay. So I've got a gun and a Tesla coil and chaff on Battleship 3, all out of location.
Yep. Got two guns and a chaff on Battleship 2, all out of location, starting with gun.
I fixed the gun.
Fail. Other gun. Succeed. And chaff. Fail. Kazarski can't repair her crew. But Palada can attempt to repair her gun.
So I'm going to try to fit
in location.
Cassie. I've got one in location and one out.
Yes, we got the gun on the Palada.
That's a yes.
And the engine
is
becomes destroyed.
No. Fix one gun on the Cassiopeia. Not looking good.
All right, everything moves 3 hexes. do not remember why I had a Tesla coil on Anastasia.
I think that was on your battleship. But I could be wrong.
I pulled that one. And I specifically did a -1 on the Anastasia shot, but I don't remember why.
I don't know. 2 Tesla coils down there.
In the event, whatever the 1 damage that she had, it would have been repaired now, so. Alright, are you done and updated?
I am ready to proceed.
He should have -1.
The torpedoes.
And he should also have -1. Let me get a screenshot at the end of the turn. And we go to round 4. Torpedoes.
That's all my torps.
And I think that's all of mine as well. So, screenshot, and we go to movement. Battleships go forward 3. And then your battlecruiser. And then my battlecruiser. Oh, I don't love it. But ultimately, it doesn't matter if I lose it because the victory condition is based on destroyed battleships.
Yep.
So we'll risk it. And then it is my Palada. Double steering gear for the win. Oh, except she is down an engine, so she's only going 6.
Did I do my turret fighter this time?
I believe you forgot.
Reverse to doing that real quick.
Go for it. 3 yellows.
It's way off. Uh, 13.
Nope. We're just gonna come about with the Palada. This goes on battleship. Your destroyers. Would you walk me through how the Cassiopeia got there?
Turning a whole lot in a real smite space. Yep, so that's where it started. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's where I fucked up. 10, 11. Yep, that's where I fucked up.
I mean, with 14, you can probably still get somewhere.
12, 13, 14.
All good? No, it's my destroyer.
I forget you have one of those.
She repaired her engine damage, so she's back up to full. Yeah, that's 9, and an offensive screen. probably... Yeah, we'll offensive screen off of the... Do I? Yeah, we'll offensive screen off the BB2. Alright, your planes.
Planes. Plane bus. My last turn out of the turret fighter. That's my torpedo. Good job.
You're good.
I wanted to count. Red and the black. That's a 7.
Oh, yes, you fail!
That is a perfectly safe flight of torpedoes you have there, sir. And spotter is going to keep on doing his spotly duties. Spotter torpedo.
Came off with the other Russian battleship. Alright, planes are done.
Better. I'm actually going to put that. Yeah, I'm going to put it on one.
Alright. Screenshots.
Really want to kill that ship this turn.
And torpedoes, so... Oh, torpedoes first. Alright, so my triple red flight against the front side of BB1.
Alright. I do still have chaff there.
Oh, well, roll your chaff then.
I don't remember what that is. Is it 2 reds?
I believe it's 2 red. No, it's 1 red. That wasn't enough, but I only rolled an 11, so I wasn't getting through anyway.
Oh, wow.
All right. And then the reds hitting the nose of the Sardana.
There, I do not have chaff.
That is a 16 to the 2.
That's more than enough. That's one of my big guns, you monster.
Excellent. All right, and then the flight hitting the side of Ares.
Okay.
Wow, I hit with 3 out of 3 torpedoes.
Those are actually my torpedoes.
No, they weren't. All those were mine. That one came off the other side of the Kazarski. That is a 24 to the 2.
Oof.
On the port of Ares.
Yep. That's one of them big, scary torpedo slots.
Didn't all pen, but... Alright, that's all of mine. Whoops, Anastasia was supposed to come off. I don't think we have any others.
Nope.
Alright, pew-pew lines.
Clearly.
Try starting from the other map sheet. No. Yeah, they don't fit together flatly, so it causes problems when you cross.
I have to curve that shot a little bit. It'll be all right. You know, I don't hate the Italian fleet as much as I expected to.
Yeah, the Sardin is a good battle cruiser.
It really is. Real big guns up front, and boy, do you not want to be broadside onto this thing. Startlingly okay ship. That's all my lines.
Yep. And you have graciously given BB2 secondary guns onto the Ares.
Shit. Whoops. This is what I meant by don't even plan one round ahead.
Now the question is, how badly do I want to try to clear up one of your destroyers? It's a lot of damage on the Ares. It's just going to all get spread out, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to play it safe, and we'll put those guns there. Those guns there. my nose guns into there. So plot a splitting fire. BB1's got to shoot BB1. BB2 shooting BB3. Apart from the extra shots on its offside guns. And I think that's everything. Alright, screenshot taken. Let us commence. BB1 into your BB1. Hitting the front half. Excellent.
Rip.
I'm at -1. Got 3 secondaries with 1 crew. Oh, and only 1 main battery gun left. Thanks, Cassie.
Lord knows, it's about time she did something useful.
It's going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, we are just going to bracket all 3 of the secondaries.
1 half.
Red, yellow, 3 blue, which I only get to keep 2, and 1 crew. So that is 13, despite all of that.
Wow.
Yep, not fucking great. Oh, actually, it was worse than that. It's 12, because I got a -1 Tesla coil.
Yep, and that's your only shot on this ship this turn, huh?
Yep, it sure is. Nothing else saturating the position. Which is going to be a yellow and a green for the crew. Come on, gun. You can do it. It was almost a 10. That's a 14 to the double 3, so no. Fuck. Palada is also hitting the front half, fortunately. With a total of 2 guns, which now I wish I had focused that, but it seemed a little safer earlier. Now, red, yellow for your profile. I am in close range. So that is yellow and blue. And yep, I think I will fire at will.
Yeah.
That was too many slot dice. But it will be a 21 to the 6.
That's chaff. That's the last thing in that location. So that's going to be a kill check at plus a lot. 12, 13, 14, plus 16. You need a 25.
I rolled a 7.
Wow. Okay.
So 7 plus what was it?
16, 12, 13.
16 plus 7 is 23. How many times will this ship survive by 1?
Oh, it was 2. I've already decremented it.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
helps any.
come on, Palada. Last shot. You can do it. I believe in you. That is 23 to the 6, so we proceed directly to keel check. And I rolled a 16.
4.5 on Palada.
So 16 plus bonus, which I'm pretty sure is enough to kill you.
Yeah, probably. Did you roll 4.5 on Palada?
Yes, it's hitting 4.
That's that ship.
Okay, way closer than I would have liked. Right, Pallotta on the nose of BB3 then. So your nose is now red-blue. And I think we are going to fire at will, starting with the big gun. Everything's long range. Actually, do I have range for the shorter guns, now that I think about it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 11. They actually couldn't reach. So I will just throw them away because they would have gone against BB1. Alright. So big gun on the Pallotta, long range is going to be yellow, and a blue for my crew. $17 to the 4 on the nose of BB3. Still here?
Yep, sorry. Drama continues. 17 to the 4.
Yep, on the nose of BB3.
Right, that's quite enough. I liked that gun.
All right, that is the Pallotta. Oh, before I forget, BB1 anti-aircraft against your turret fighter. What do you need to roll? Because it'll die. And then let's go to Anastasia onto the nose of Cassiopeia. If I remember correctly, you were green on the nose.
Right.
And then I get yellow-blue. That's a 1 on the miss slot.
All right.
All right, BB2, and I'm hitting the front side of your BB3, except for any guns that I have in the rear side. Why do... Oh, that's the wrong gun. There's only one gun there, but so still got to roll. That gun will be hitting the front. So everything from the starboard of BB2 is going to be hitting the front side of your BB3.
All right.
But we're going to start with the port guns against the Ares. And the port guns are completely intact, and we're going to bracket them because I am sick of your miss slots. Side of the Ares is blue. And then I get a green crew. And 2 yellows. And I get to roll this twice. So that's going to be 14 to the 1, re-rolling the 1 into the 4.
Okay.
Starboard 4 slots. Yep.
This look well.
And the other bracket. Yeah, I made the right choice. Well, that is a 3, or a 6, which I don't think gets through anything.
That's a miss. Oh, 6 now.
Yeah, 6 on the breach. I also rolled a 6 on on the slot die, but it decided to miss in a different way. All right. So what does your side look like? Number 2, I have 3 guns. All right, we are going to start with the 4/7s. So red, yellow for your side. We are going to take the one who's not got crew and add him to one of the ones that does have a crew. So that is a crew and a blue and a blue. So bracket fire on the first shot. That is 14 to the 6, so no good. And then we lose one of the blues, and the last 4/7 goes in. 13, so no good there either. Over to the saturation guns. Red, yellow, green, and yellow. Saturation gun number 1. 20 to the 3 and the 4.
Re-roll.
Both of them?
Yep. Sorry, no, just the 4.
Well, the 4 re-rolled into a 2.
Okay. That's going to be a keel check. So 13, 14, 15.
I rolled 16, so that's what, 31?
That's enough.
Huzzah! And then I guess all that's left is Kozarski against the stern of Ares.
Yep.
And we'll bracket. Stern is going to be a green. 5 hexes away. Makes you short range, so I get yellow, yellow. And I still have that crew. Yes, yes. Wow, 12 to the 4 on the stern of Ares.
12 to the 4 is going to knock out the Tesla coil. Surprise!
That's all of her Tesla coils out.
Yeah.
So actually, she should be at a 2, right?
Yes, I forgot to do that this turn.
Well, there was also torpedoes, which might have done it.
Yeah. It's good. And that's good, I guess. Okay.
Oh.
Torpedoes.
Works for me. Okay, your shots then. Do the,
1 second. Say again?
I was going to say do the turret fighter so that we can take it off, not forget.
Yes. Last chance to contribute something to this fight beyond wasted points. 16!
Well, there's only one crew on that side, so I presume that's the one you would have targeted.
That is correct, sir.
And 16 is exactly what you needed.
Could I use a spotter token from turret fighters?
I don't believe so. I believe the verbiage on spotting is specifically ships.
Okay.
Which actually I think is on the spotter token, so let's check. Nope, guess I didn't put it there. Oh, it's probably on the spotter plane. No.
That's where I was going.
I swear I had it on here somewhere.
You're ranked. Oh.
The plane card.
Single enemy ship.
Yep. Any friendly ship
attacking this ship. Yep. Look at you. Your last gasp. Almost being worth the points I spent on you.
I mean, it was only 20 points. It killed one crew.
Yeah.
If it's enough to take down BB-1, it may work. All right, what would you like to shoot next?
I'm going to shoot the Cassiopeia next.
Okie doke.
So I have got 3 shots going into the stern of BB1 and 2 shots into the bow of BB2. Under defense there is going to be a red-blue.
Bow and sterns are red-blue.
I've got a blue gun and a blue crew.
Which one are you doing first?
Cassiopeia. I'm sorry, into the BB1.
Okay, stern of BB1.
How have I done this? All right. And I not have any penalties on this ship. Okay. That's a 10 to the 2.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a 23 to the 5.
That just might do it for an engine slot.
And that is a 17 to the 5.
5's reroll.
2.
Another engine.
All right.
You're gonna lose ground this turn. Or die. One of the two.
Hopefully that one.
Right. Nose of BB2.
Yep. Two guns, still got the crew, same rolls. So close. 12 to the 3.
12 to the 3 will not get through.
And then a 17 to the 3.
That will take out the testicoil.
Hey.
Alright, that's the Cassiopeia. Next.
1 moment, please. Sorry. All right, Cassie's done. All right, Aries into BB2.
Alright, that'll be the rear side.
Into BB2.
Alright, that's the stern. Now with 50% less saturation gun.
Yeah. All right. Red, blue. Yeah, it's too low. Yellow, blue. Red, blue.
Red, blue for location.
Just blue. Okay. Is it just blue or is it red, blue?
Red, blue.
Okay.
So red, blue, blue, yellow.
$24 to the. I'm good. 24 to the 1 and 6.
Both of those are engines. I guess they will be maintaining position. Well, maybe. I guess we got repairs still.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next.
Next, Aries, who is incredibly poorly positioned. Captain's getting executed.
All right, so red, yellow for hitting the rear side.
And then a blue for my right. I don't have any crew left. There's a 20 to your chaff.
Got
20
it.
to your 6.
At 20 or modified 20? Not that it matters.
20 flat.
So 18. All right, then your battleships. All right, so which one do you want to start with?
I'll start with 1.
Okay, roll for location.
Uh, 4.
All right. Red, yellow.
All I've got is those 2 forward guns. Red, yellow, green.
At -1.
So I'm gonna use my spotter token.
Should be a blue, shouldn't it? Oh, no, I was wrong. It is... You're right, you're good.
I'll take the blue.
Nope.
14. Yuck. I'm going to go ahead and use that reroll. And also add in the second slot die that I forgot. It's not going to be hugely better, but 16 to the 4. And also the 4. 16
This
to the 4 and 1.
This was the front side of BB1.
Correct.
What was the location again?
1 and 4.
1 and 4 are both rerolls.
Two and 2.
So that will be the 4-7 and then a keel check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
It's a 22 total.
Insufficient, down to 27.
Yeah. Should have taken the reroll keel checks card.
All right.
That's it for Battleship 1.
So BB3, you'll need to roll location for your front 2 hex guns.
Okay. That'll be forward.
All right. You still got all 4 of your 4-7s. Yuck. This is going to be painful, but it's also a -2.
Yeah, may not matter. All right. Red, yellow, yellow, green. There's a 16 to the 1 and 6.
This was the front side on BB2, yes?
Correct.
Say that again.
16 to the 1 and 6.
Was that modified?
It is modified, yes.
16 to the 1 and the 6 is armor and chaff.
Okay. Second big gun. Yeah, does not get through.
Okay, and remember you need to roll the aft 2 separate because they'll be hitting the aft side of mine.
I do anyway, as the forward guns have no crew. Yellow and blue.
So what are you doing then?
Forward batteries. There's a 16 to your 5.
16 to the 5. This is still the front side?
Should be.
Okay. That is Tesla coil.
And there is a nothing. And here's 2 more shots coming into your aft side with the crew this time. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 15 to the 5.
That will get through, assuming that that's modified.
It is. And bounce. All my shots.
All right. We don't really need to bother with repairs because the battle has been decided.
Yep.
So
Rather handily, in fact.
let's erase all the lines. Let's take off dead stuff. And I will grab a final screenshot. So, what do you think of the scenario?
I like it. Battleships feel squishy.
They do feel a little squishy.
I would either up the armor on them some, or make them like 1 hex faster. If they're still moving 3 hexes, then they would be able to. Oh wait, shit, that's what, 5?
They would be 5-3s at that point. Because they're 4-3s right now, so that they can absorb 1 engine hit and maintain position. I'm wondering if instead of strengthening the battleships, if instead maybe we should reduce the amount of points the players get, or disallow Type 3s, so that you have nothing bigger than a cruiser. Because right now you can bring a battle cruiser and a punchy cruiser and add them into a battleship, and that's basically a full fleet piling into one of these generic, battleships. So it's a lot of extra firepower that can be brought to bear. You had me worried with the torpedoes, but I think it didn't become an issue because of Sardinia not being in position to really use them.
Very poorly placed torpedo boats. Yep. I would probably look at disallowing the battle cruisers before I reduced the fleet power much. My concern is if you drop the fleet value very much, then the fleet's not going to make a real big difference, and it's just going to be battleships pounding on each other.
And I do want the battleships pounding on each other.
Oh, yes.
But what we had here didn't feel that bad. The battleships were kind of squishy. But I think if I'd put the Kazarsky and the Pallada up front, so they piled in with the first battleship on your number 1 in line, probably would have been worse. I do agree. I think we take battle cruisers out of it. Because almost everybody has a real punchy battle cruiser that's going to make a big difference here. Even though most of them are the Kickstarter ships.
Yeah. I feel like strategically, if I had a significant, if I had a significantly punchy battle cruiser to hand in this scenario, I would probably just have it in the line of battle rather than scooting around.
Yeah. I mean, historically, the idea, for at least for the British battle cruisers, was that they get ahead of the enemy line of battle and cross its T while they're engaged.
Right.
But the constantly moving nature of the battle lines here kind of drags everything to the back, and that third battleship is real vulnerable with its engines. If I'd been playing Kazarsky better, probably would have had at least one turn of being able to defensively screen back there. But, we were both playing it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
The turret fighters could certainly come into play with picking off the battleship crew.
That was my hope.
I think you'd need either more of them or you'd need vets.
Yeah. I feel like this scenario could really make any of the aircraft shine. Just because all of them pretty much are only really good at dealing with battleships.
Well, the torpedo fighters, the torpedo bombers, yeah. Just because the extra torpedoes getting in, the fact that you know where the enemy battleships are going to be makes torpedoes more attractive, which makes counter torpedo planes more attractive.
Right. Which makes counter torpedo planes more attractive.
Yeah, it's. I'm wondering if maybe I drop the fleet pool to 750. Either 750 or 700 maybe. I'll have to play around with fleet building and see what I can do. As cruisers are going to be 200 to 250. So you could get two, even with 700, you could get 2 cruisers and a destroyer and change. So maybe 7.
If there's not a requirement to have a flagship, you can have a pretty significant wolf pack of destroyers too.
Yep. Which could, both be useful for just getting in close and chewing something up, or, defensively screening with your...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I had German destroyers in any significant amount in this fight, I would have probably just set them up beside a battleship and kept them there as armor. The SS Ablative.
Yep. Yeah, I forced myself to roll a die to see which faction I was going to get, because I was looking by default at Germans, and I'm like, ooh, the wolf and the hund for defensive screening, and I'm like, nah, let's try something else.
I made myself go with not Germans as well.
It's like I had a 1 in 4 chance of getting him anyway. And also their battle cruisers suck.
Yeah.
Although they're cheap, so, I mean, being able to take a pounding, if they're going to sit and defensive screen, of course they can't defensive screen and keep up with the battleships, so that's their fatal flaw there.
Yeah. Barely keep up with the battleships at all.
Yes. Also, yes. Yeah, because... be 500 and change for the Grief, Wolf, and Hund. Which leaves you enough room for another cruiser. If I drop to 750, though, what... do I leave the planes at 80, or do they also drop to 70? Because 75 doesn't do them any good.
Leave it at 80. Round up.
Yeah, I think we'd maybe want to try again, leaving it 800s, but not having battle cruisers.
I agree.
And I also realize now, double checking my rules, that while I had intended for a side to win, if in the end phase they had battleships and the other side didn't, I didn't actually spell that out. So I'll have to have that as well. But I mean, wrapping up turn 4, it's not excessively long, at least currently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. That's a lot of games wrap up about then anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we cut out battle cruisers, it will probably average on extending the game a little bit.
I would imagine.
It'll be interesting too, just to see because there's more area to play with. So it's like, do you wolf pack one enemy battleship? Do you split up a little bit and try to screen? Some combination thereof, plus planes. Was really kind of...
Were I to do this again without a battle cruiser, I would definitely pretty much pick the lightest fleet I could, like the most mobile fleet I could, and try to put all of them broadside into that tailpipe on Battleship 3.
Yep.
Try to completely remove the engines and then just leave it for dead.
Yeah, because there's 10 hexes. It's still going to take a couple turns to fall off the map.
But that next turn, I can run the whole fleet up between 2 and 3. Try to shoot the engines out of 2 while I'm trying to take 3's big guns out of play. And get broadsides off, in theory, from my entire fleet.
Yeah, we definitely want to play it a couple more times and see how it works out. And also now we've learned that defending the engines of your number 3 is going to be a bigger priority.
Yep.
It's like if you had a mobile enough cruiser that can zigzag back and forth there, could be useful. Or maybe you have 2 destroyers, alternating turns. It'll definitely be interesting. And even the guys up front getting something out in front to knock out guns. Main guns could be a big play.
Oh yeah, those big guns definitely did some pretty significant work through the whole game.
Yep, and turret fighters are one of the reasons why I gave them 2 crew up front.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can neuter them a little less easily.
Right.
Alright, I'm going to stop recording.